hormone therapy, unfortunately, is not a one size fits all. And on top of that, most doctors are not trained in how to prescribe hormone therapy to women. And that's why we're all looking on internet and Instagram and trying to figure this out ourselves because we hear it's supposed to be great, but then yet we try it and we're like, why? Either I feel nothing or I feel worse or I suddenly have tender breasts or I have worse mood swings. I can't sleep. Things happen. And that's because hormones are super powerful. This is why we are prescribed these things and we gotta find a doctor who can help us through who is trained in menopause. I mean, ideally, I know it's hard, but if you cannot, then you gotta do some detective work yourself. And I went through the Institute of Bioidentical Medicine's program. There's a menopause method by Dr. David Rosensweet, who's been treating women through menopause for 4 decades. And I learned so much through this program as well as many other programs I've done. But I do remember him saying in his clinical practice, 25% of the women are getting their hormone therapy spot on. From the very first try, like, and this guy's knows what he's doing. And he says only 25 because what happens, either they're not feeling anything or they're feeling worse, or maybe they're feeling fine, but when he tests them, because he likes to test the women after they start their hormone therapy, and they're not within the goalpost. They're either too little or too much. And he also thinks about the future self. How can we protect our bones, our brain, our breasts, our vagina, everything, our heart? We need to get within these sort of goalposts. And so if that's only 25%, that means 75% of us are not getting it right. So it's very common. And so what he does is this is a program for doctors, and he's training the doctors to say, hey, give your patients this self-titration list and stay in very close contact with them. And so that the list shows you symptoms that you may have, and if this is an overdose or an underdose of estrogen or progesterone or testosterone, depending on what the doctor has given you. And that just gives you a clue is like, oh, wow, then we can actually try to increase a little bit our dose or decrease it. And of course, you want to do this with your doctor's guidance. But that's why it's really important that you have a doctor you work with who you can send an email to, or you can somehow contact the clinic. So you can say if after 2 weeks you're not feeling anything, or if you feel worse right away, you send that message and say, I'm not feeling right. Can I increase or decrease or try a different formula? Don't wait 3 months until your next appointment feeling like garbage, because you don't have to. Again, this is suffering. You don't need to. And a good doctor will say, hey, I understand that. We're going to actually change the formula or change the delivery method because we have creams and sprays and gels and injections and troches and so many different ways that we can take a hormone, and everyone is bio-individual. We all will have a different response to the same thing. So it's kind of up to you to be the chemist in this laboratory of our body to work with your doctor and say, where can I find the right formula for me? And in addition, some doctors, like you said, it could be that you are not detoxing right away. And there are some doctors I've interviewed who said, look, I will not put a woman on hormones if she's not working on her detox pathways, if she's not getting herself cleaned up, she's not doing the diet and exercise, which is it's a tall order to ask them to do that before and then give them hormones. So, but doing it in conjunction is really important because I've had a lot of women report to me, say, oh my gosh, estrogen has made me gain 10 kilos. It's not normal. And in a very short period of time. And they're convinced it's the estrogen. It may be the estrogen going down the wrong pathway. They're not detoxing well. So it doesn't mean, oh, let's just throw out the baby with the bathwater and stop all our hormone therapy that potentially can help squash a hot flash and make you feel better and actually maybe lose weight, because there's research showing that the estrogen can and should help you either lose weight or not gain that extra weight. And again, it's so by individual. If you already are a woman who's estrogen dominant, you don't want to be giving her more estrogen.